Sakari.
We are the children of the one Yahweh.
The chosen.
Ye are the chosen of the one Yahweh. And he has given his laws to us. Now everything belongs to us.
Let's go, brother. We out here letting blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians know that they're God's chosen people, the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. Right? You're the one that Moses led out of Egypt, out of slavery. Right? And now we're in a modern day slavery, and the Most High is getting ready to raise us up out of slavery again. Right? And we're going to go back to our homeland, Israel, right? And we're going to rule over every other nation. Right? You want to hear it in the Bible? Right, give me Isaiah 14. Right? It's in the Bible. It tells you that God's chosen people are going to rule over their oppressors, rule over the people that oppress them.
Come in, my boss.
Give me a hold that. Get Revelation 13 and 10. See that your pastor will never read you this scripture in the Bible, all right, in the churches, right? I guarantee you never heard this scripture in your life, all right?
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
So if any man has understanding, let them hear this, right? Read.
He that leadeth into captivity, right, shall go into captivity.
He who leads people into slavery is going to go into slavery, right?
He who killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Right.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
So the saints of God are faithfully and patiently waiting for them that put them into slavery to go into slavery. For the people that kill them on the street corners every day and get off unjustly, for them to kill the people who kill them in the street corners. But that's the judgment of God. Right? What goes around comes around. Right? So let me show you this in Isaiah, right?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
See, right now, God is starting to bring back his mercy that we had on him. Because we sinned against him, so he let the white man put us in slavery. Right? Because we sinned against our God. Right? God's only for us. Right? So he's going to have mercy on his people, the Israelites, right? Read.
And will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, and the people shall take them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord.
Right? Jamaicans are of the tribe of Benjamin. Right? Levites, who they call Haitians, are the tribe of Levi. Right? Right? So our people are the Israelites. Right? Read.
And shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
God's chosen people are going to take all the other nations, right, when he sends his son back, and we're going to bring them to Israel, and we're going to have you as slaves, man, as servants and handmaids, men and women, right? Read.
And they shall take them captive, whose captives they were.
Why is it that we're hearing about the captives are going to take people into captive who had them in captive, right? Right? Is that just a coincidence? Is it just a coincidence that the captives are going to take captive the captors? Right? Read.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
What are the black and Hispanic and Native Indian going to do in the kingdom of heaven?
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
Right? So that's what's getting ready to happen, brother. Right? But that's why we're out here, because the Most High has us out here to let our people know who they are. Right? To let them know that they have to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Right, so when the Most High sends his son, that he doesn't kill you with the rest of the other nations, right? So we just out here to preach the gospel, let you know who you are, brother, right? All praises, all right? All right, give me Deuteronomy 10 and 12 for me. All right, because yes, we're good. That's the future that's gonna happen on the earth, right? But the people who are people of the black and Hispanic who are going to be saved have a requirement that they need to do, man. Because our people, we set all the trends on the earth, man. We wear Jordans, all the other nations want to wear Jordans. Right? We play basketball, everyone else wants to play basketball. Right? Who's the white man selling? Who's the white man buying to make money for their NFL teams, man? For their basketball teams. They're buying blacks and Hispanics. We're gonna make them money. Right? They can't. The white man can't go make an investment on the Chinese man to play in their basketball teams, or the East Indian, right? They're gonna lose money. They're not gonna win games, man. Where do you see the Chinese only got like one popular NBA, two at max right? Jeremy Lin and Yao Ming, right? That's all the Chinese got. Right here you got Jake. Yeah, and they're not even that good, man. Yao Ming's only popular because he's tall. That's all he's got, right? And you never see him. You hardly see any highlights of him, right? Any plays that he made. Jeremy Lin only had one shot. Yeah, he got popular because he made one, like, what was it, like a tie game shot. He just made one little last minute shot and everybody started hyping him up, and you never seen him again. Right? But the point is the black and Hispanic, we set the trends on the earth, man. We got the salt, we got the flavor. Right? But we exalt ourselves, man. We're not exalting the one who gave us the ability to do these things. Of course the Most High is gonna get jealous, you know? Of course he's gonna get upset at us. So he's gonna put us on top anyways, but we have to give the Most High our thanks. We have to give him his praise that he deserves. Right? So what, have you holding something? Come on.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 12. And now Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Right? What does the Most High God require of the black and Hispanic and Native Indian man? Right, read.
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord.
Right? To keep his commandments, to do what he tells you to do. Right? Because you're the house of the Most High. The Most High has a house. Right? You got to think about it like that. And in your father's house, if your father tells you you got to go to bed at 8 p.m., you best get ready to be in bed by 8 p.m. or you're getting beatings. Right? If your dad says in our house we don't eat shrimp, crab, and lobster, where you think you're not getting no shrimp, crab, and lobster. If you're not bringing that up in the house, your dad's not making it for you to eat. So that's the same way it is for the black and Hispanic man. Right? The Most High has laws for us to keep, and we have to keep those laws, man. All right, brother. So as long as he's hearing the words coming up, being a black and Hispanic and Native Indian man, you gotta understand you gotta keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. Right? That's what's gonna get you safe. That's what's gonna keep you safe. That's what's gonna get you out of captivity here in Canada and America. All right. So to go back on the lesson, right? What were we going to? Romans 11. Come in that all, man. Right? They're trying to say all means everybody. Right, here it is. You have Paul, what was the word? Paul was qualifying who that all was. Because how are you gonna read Romans 3:22 and take all and make it mean for everybody, and then you go read Romans 11:26 and he says all of Israel. Right, when the Christian believes when you die you go to hell. So how's all Israel supposed to be saved? Paul clearly can't mean all that. He must mean all of the elect or the 1/3 maybe. Right, so give me a come on. Get yeah, we're in Galatians. What's good, brother? Yeah, we're in Galatians. Get Galatians 4:4.
All my sister. I mean, stuff for saga.
Come on, go over his right? Yeah, because we're going into Galatians 4:4 because we're reading about how the tree had branches that were cast off, right? Which that tree represents the Israelites, right? And then the Christians will take the grafting in as every other nation, right? When Paul is trying to show you that grafting is for the Israelites, which we're going to read in Galatians 4:4. And you so-called white people, right? You're going into slavery, all right?
That's right. This book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 4. But when the fullness of the time was come, God sent forth his Son, made of a woman, made under the law, to redeem them that were under the law.
So God said he sent his Son, right, to redeem those that were already under the law. Now we got to see who was under the law that God sent his Son to redeem, right? Psalm 78:5.
This is the book of Psalm, chapter 78, verse 5. For he established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in Israel.
Right, God used Moses to give his people, the Israelites, a law. You blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Yes,
right? You're supposed to be keeping God's laws. Right? The East Indians are not supposed to keep God's laws. The white man's not supposed to keep God's laws. Right? The Chinese man's not supposed to keep God's laws. The Chinese people are not going to keep God's laws, man, because they can't even stop eating bats and snakes, man. Right? But you blacks and Hispanics are held to a higher standard. You have to keep God's laws. You are the princes and you are the princesses. Now you don't see kings and priests and princes just eating anything, man. Right, when you think of a king and you think of a prince or a princess, they wear modest apparel. A princess would wear modest apparel. She wears a long dress, right? She's very delicate and very soft, right? Come on, she's a princess. You think of a princess, you think of someone like Princess Peach with a long dress on, very delicate, soft, keeps her hair nice, you know, smells good. You think of a prince, he has nice fancy clothes on, lots of jewelry, right? But they don't just go around eating anything. Right? They don't go around doing anything they want. They're the rulers of a society. They can't just do those type of things. They have to hold themselves to a higher standard. So that's how the Most High has you blacks and Hispanics. He has you held to a higher standard, which is to keep his laws. Because that's how you're supposed to govern your society. That's how you're going to govern your country when you go back to your homeland, under his laws. But right now, if you let blacks and Hispanics go, if anyhow the white man were to gather us up and give us a whole country, then just drop us off in a country, a plot of land, our people would not know how to govern each other, man. It'd just be nothing but chaos, and man's committing adultery, right? Man selling each other weed and making chops off of each other and robbing each other. It would be chaos. Our people don't know how to govern each other. There's no way we can, blacks and Hispanics can just live in one country together and there's going to be peace. It's going to be chaos. Right, so somebody has to at least take care of us, which the Most High dropped us off at daycare with a white man. What's good, brother? Where are you from? Jamaica. Have you ever heard that Jamaicans are God's chosen people? The Israelites?
Yeah, I know.
Right, so you know, right? So do you know what you...
Michigan and Somalia.
Sorry?
You remember Michigan and Somalia? And it was in that
Yeah.
Okay. They talked about it. They explained it.
Yeah. He said what about the skirt and the blouses?
They're Israelite reggae.
Just going to
Okay.
diseases. Just going to hit them with the diseases.
That's right.
What talking about the skirt and the blouses?
Right.
You know?
Okay, yeah, the Most High said.
Because the ladies them dress up in bands and it's not right.
Yeah, yo, all of that song lyrics. It's an Israelite reggae group.
Yeah.
All those things is wrong.
Yeah, because when Moses, it was said before the Most High sent the flood. Right, give me Genesis 6, I believe.
The ladies them need to get back to those skirt and the blouses.
Ah!
It's all the diseases.
Hey, man.
It's like that.
Ah!
Hey, brother, people don't understand. That's why the Most High let COVID-19 come in here, because people are being wicked.
Way back when.
Is it
Yeah.
6 and,
So these diseases, we can cure it. But we have to do the right.
Yeah.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 6, verse 11. The earth also was corrupt before the Most High.
Right, brother. Like you're saying, the women are dressing immodestly, right? That you got people having pride parades, having homosexual parades in the streets of Toronto. Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. So
The earth also was corrupt before the Most High, and the earth was filled with violence. And the Most High looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth.
okay, that's what mankind is doing right now. They're corrupting the way that God said for them to do. Right? Yeah, that's right, brother. That's right. And that's what I think it's 5 and 22, or is it just 22? Right? And that's what Benjamin doesn't like that stuff, man. Benjamin's not down with that Batman business, man.
Shit!
For real, man. Yeah, man. And the Most High is mad when mankind does that. Right?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
But the white man says a man can put on a woman's garment, and the woman can wear that which pertains to a man, right? Doing the exact opposite of what God says to do, and people are wondering why the Most High letting people get killed by COVID-19, right?
For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
If you do that, and this law is mainly for you blacks and Hispanics, man. If you do that, you're an abomination in the sight of your God, right? He hates seeing that, and that pisses him off.
Take care, man. It goes like that.
And all praises, brother. All praises.